Next, meet a man with a plan to build a permanent home for fans of the Chicago Blues. You may not know his name or his music, though he has shared the stage with some of the biggest stars in the business. And if you've been to the DeSable Museum in the last year or so and visited an exhibit on Bronzeville, you saw his collection of blues memorabilia. He has one big dream, to open a Chicago Blues Museum. And that is music to our ears.
Check, check, check. My name is Gregg Parker, and I'm the president and the founder of the Chicago Blues Museum. Chicago Blues Museum was started in 1991 when I realized that the music history and the culture was being lost. And I decided to start to collect the history and say, this is important. I actually chose blues because it's still the only music where you can get a guy on the guitar or two or three guys and produce some of the greatest music, and then everything derived from the blues. I started when I was 8 years old. I used to play all the Chicago clubs like the Bonanza and the High Chaparral. But you gotta remember, I was a kid, so they used to take shoe polish and paint me a little mustache on. So everybody I know now still say, you've had this mustache since you was almost 10 years old. And I've played with just about everybody you can imagine. As an individual small museum, it's hard to get funding. We own one of the largest private archives of African American history in the country. And we brought the soul of Bronzeville to DeSable. Our main and important mission with the Chicago Blues Museum is to preserve the history. And we were able to do that with the checkerboard and the original Brunswick sign. And that's really what it's about. It's very difficult when you're a small museum. If the big museums are having problems getting money, like I talk to a lot of people, and I like the way they throw Oprah in the mix. They go, well, why don't you go get some money from Oprah? And I go, well, I lost her phone number. As an entrepreneur, the disadvantage is people tend to want to give money to people that are already successful. But we bring in the music. Chicago Blues Museum needs your support. Break out your checkbook. I need some money. No, I'm just joking. Without the Blues Museum, there are a lot of things that wouldn't have happened, a lot of history that would have been lost. And, you know, I said it's time to step up, and people have. Without the kids knowing their past, they don't have a future. And this is real Chicago history. Maybe this will help people understand. It's very important to preserve this for the next generation.